Hi folks, in the previous tutorial I have shown you when you would like to create a shape like this based on the sketch with the preferred dimensions, and you would like to create only one Revolve feature and the section is really complicated. You have to investigate a lot of time and spend a lot of time to find where is the issue, why the dimension is not possible to create, why many times the dimensions are reference dimensions, or where is the issue with a constraint in this section. Yeah, so let's start again, and I will try to create this shape, but I will use the more feature than Revolve and Mirror, and let's have a look. Yeah, so we will start from scratch, so I will delete the existing feature, and we would like to create a first Revolve feature. So if I will create Revolve, we will jump to the front, and in the front we will create really the main dimension. So we can see that shape is the diameter 10 and the thickness is 3. So let's have a look here. What does it mean? We would like to create the Revolve feature. So first of all, we will create the datum as this center line, and then another center line I will use from the sketching for the symmetrical shape. Yeah, so first one is the axis of revolution, second one is the symmetrical shape. When I will create a rectangle, the system will automatically show me the proper dimensions, and for example this one will be 3 and main dimensions will be 10. Yeah, so as you can see here, main dimensions is 10 as diameter and 3 as the thickness. Okay. When I finish, you can see this system is working well around the axis of revolution, and also the symmetry is here. If you would like to see the dimension from the sketch, you can use the right mouse button when you are in the Revolve mode and show section dimension, and you can change it later or double check. Yeah. So we will use the 360 degree, confirm OK. Now the second step is maybe I like to cut this triangle with the angle 7 and will be splitted in the middle. So let's have a look here. We would like to use the Revolve feature, and we would like to use the same sketch plane. So you don't need to select again right up front, yeah, because maybe you don't remember. You can use the define and use the previous sketch plane. And over here, we will create the shape, and it will be really easy because the system is able to snap to existing geometry. And what is necessary here, it's only one dimension, and it's a angle 7 degree. We would like to use the axis of revolution. You have two possibilities. You can use and create a center line here for the axis of revolution, or you can come from OK. Now the system do not show you the feature because the system asking for the axis of revolution, and you can use the existing one. The system recognize that is necessary to remove the material, so material is removed. You can come from OK. You can simply continue and create another Revolve feature with the same logic, use previous and create the geometry. So simple, create the same logic. Also you can create a dimension, maybe will be reused in the drawing, so 7 degree, or you are able to select the same line and create a shape. In this second example, I will create a center line immediately in the section, and you will see that system is automatically create the shape, and you know what the system do. So that's great. Now we would like to continue with the internal section. Yeah, again, we will continue easily. We will use the Revolve feature and same sketch plane. And over here, I am going to create a shape. What was there, and simple, we will cut this shape, and is necessary only to specify the necessary dimension. We can use the center line for the axis of revolution, and also center line to mirror on the opposite direction when everything will be set up properly. So now we can create necessary dimension for the diameter. So select entity, axis, entity, and middle button, and continue with the additional selection and creation. And doesn't matter if you will select axis, point axis, or opposite, is up to you. What is near to your mouse you can select and specify. For this thickness, you can create similar logic. You can select entity, axis, and entity and middle button, and you will see that it's possible directly to change the values. And now only we will specify what is in the sketch. So 8.5 and 3.75, and last one is a 3.25. Shall be specified. You can select the geometry and use the mirror around this axis. Everything is defined. You can confirm OK. And now we would like to make a cut. Yep, that's fine. Remove the material. Yeah. And last feature what we are missing is the hole. We can use directly the hole feature, and I can find the hole feature really easily from the menu. And if I will select the axis for the specification and the surface where I would like to start, I will hit the control button, and the system will allow to me to create a hole. Diameter is 2 and depth is through all. Now you can see that the object is created with less issue, with less problem. It was much faster. Yes, of course, in the Model 3 you have more features, but it's good because you are able to drive and specify a separate value if we would like to make some changes. So it's really, really good way to create more feature as the one complicated shape. In this example, you have seen the second way of the model creation when the section for the Revolve feature is really complicated. Thank you and bye-bye. Vladimir.